hello to the one person that just joined. Hey, how are you? I was just thinking about you. I was just thinking about you. So who won the game last night? Knicks or the other team? Oh, just finishing up some travel. Wow. And you decided to make it on the live today? Oh, so when did you get back in? Oh, Knicks won. Okay. Go Knicks. Not a few hours ago. What in the world? Oh my God. Thanks for the thumbs up, person. A few hours ago and wouldn't miss it. This is just too much. So, where did you go? We're about to go out of town too. We're leaving Tuesday. We're leaving Tuesday. Oh, NYC. Ooh, did you go up there for the game? I've been good. I've been good overall. Um, we're gonna start packing up for the trip tomorrow. Since we're leaving Tuesday, we're gonna be gone till Saturday. We're gonna be gone till Saturday. So at work we got like a conference coming up. So we'll be doing that. I have to volunteer at the conference. Now, why did my supervisor have to volunteer at the same place that I'm going to be volunteering at the same time? I don't know about on the same day, but I bet you it's on the same day. So the conference is in August. So I'll let y'all know what happened. Philadelphia. So y'all know where any good Philly cheesesteak sandwiches are, places are, let me know. 75-year-old. Oh, okay. Well, thank you for letting us know. Thank you for letting us know. Somebody said that our president is 80 years old now. I wonder if he had a birthday. Maybe he did. Maybe he did. I need to move this chair. My friend had this chair, and normally it's back in the back there. I gotta make a pathway to even get over there. Taste in Philly has good cheesesteaks. Okay, 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 okay. Oh, apply with me conference. Child. Okay, I'm not gonna be negative. You're right. You're right. I do. I need to get some events going. You're right. I need to get some events going. I gotta admit. I need to do something. That would be awesome though. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. So let me write down the taste in Philly location. I should have came here and cleaned up. Ooh. So, what's on your agenda today? I know for me, I need to wash clothes and pack. Y'all, I'm trying to be in this sorority. I want to be in this sorority so bad, y'all. So I've been on their Instagram page trying to see like when they're gonna have another event. So they were supposed to have something today. It was a workout, but I just wasn't able to make it. I wasn't able to make it. And they'll pop up events so quickly. And it's like that wasn't on there 2 days ago. That wasn't on there 2 days ago. So so I have to kind of keep an eye on it. I have to keep an eye on it. Let's see, did this? Oh, Taste in Philly. Okay. Taste in Philly. Okay. Whew. I guess I'm gonna try to clean up a little bit in here. I need to go weigh myself, y'all. So I think that's what I'm gonna try to do. I'm trying to weigh myself here. Try to weigh myself, see how much I weigh. I hold steady right where I'm at. I hold steady at 160. 160. So it's just, I think it's the inches. I think that's what it is. It's the inches. It's the inches. So this is my grocery list. It's very usable. So the things I like to get is like grapes. I like chicken noodle soup, um, Utz chips, which I probably don't need. Get to the angle here. The Utz chips, shredded carrots, Fiber One, Halo oranges, peanut butter chocolate bars. Oh my gosh, that is so good, and I don't need it. I was just sitting up in the bed, and after I ate those peanut butter chocolate chip bars, I just fell asleep. I just fell asleep. So, mm-mm, I just fell asleep. Did y'all see the movie with Erica Campbell in it? Um, Thou shall not commit adultery. It was good. She did a good job. She did a really good job. Now she couldn't squeeze no tears out of those eyes, but who am I? I've never tried to be an actress for the Lifetime Network. Who am I? I've never done a movie before. So overall, it was good. Now, oh gosh, who was the other girl? Oh, she was introduced to us through um she was introduced to us through Basketball Wives. Tammy. Tammy Romaine, I think her name is. And she ended up playing double trouble. Now she did a good job. She did a great job in that movie. She was playing a twin. She was playing herself. And I gotta give it to her. She did good. She did good. Well, let me try to get out my laptop, y'all. Now let me just try to clean up a little bit. Hmm. Yeah. So that's what we getting ready to do. Um. So now I'm just trying to kind of get organized, which I should have been doing this an hour ago. I should have been trying to get organized an hour ago, y'all. But here we are. Next Sunday, I'm going to be organized. I'm going to come in and immediately organize my room, get everything set up. So I'm fully ready for you guys. Oh, you're talking about the movie. It was on the Lifetime channel. Thou shalt not commit adultery. So they played it, I think, for the first time early part of June. And, it just went off maybe about 30 minutes ago. It just went off. Now, they might have moved to Netflix. Um, oh, I'm not sure if you're talking about the Tammy Romaine movie or if you're talking about Erica Campbell, her movie. But I mean, they both did good. They both did good. I gotta give it to them. They both did good. Y'all, I am in love with Kiki Palmer. Oh my God, I'm in love with her. Baby, this is Kiki. Baby, this is Kiki Palmer. Baby, this is Kiki. Yeah. It's everything. I've been enjoying her podcast called Baby, This is Kiki Palmer. So so my schedule today is I have to go straight from I do apply with me from 4 to 5, and then from 5 to 6 I cook, and then from 6 to 7 we eat. So we're kind of like on a little schedule over here. Um, so right now I'm trying to get my earbuds out. Right now I need something to kind of keep everything separated. Um, so what did you I guess you still gotta unpack and everything. Did you go to New York for the game? That's what I was trying to see if you went for the game. Oh, you went for the game. Oh my God. I bet it was electric in there. Oh, yep. Yep. I bet you it was. Did you see Fat Joe and Method Man and all of those people? They was on TV. You know who else was there? Spike Lee. He's there at all the games. And you know those floor seats? They said it was $6,000. $6,000. It's just crazy. So did you have to get your tickets like real early in advance or something? Or oh, okay. Yeah, I wouldn't have been on the floor either. So where were you at in the place? Were you like middle section, upper section, or back further, or this is Kiki. Okay. Hi, Nursada. Oh, the middle section. Who did you go with? I wonder how early you had your tickets. Okay, business partner. I'm trying to open up my business, but I think I had mentioned that. I think I had mentioned that. I'm trying to do my business as well. I finally got my business email address. I did do that. I did do that. Thank God. So the girl, she helped me with that, and we did that. So I'm happy, and I got some other steps to do now that I have my business email address, and I can get to it on my personal laptop and on my phone. Um, so I guess they cut you a deal then, since you got it from a friend. They cut you a deal. They cut you a deal. So now for my business, I have to get the registered agent. And what a registered agent is a group that you hire that has to be open from 9 to 5 to be able to get official paperwork from federal, state, and local governments when they need you. They need to be able to have somebody to reach out to and get that information over to during the business hours. And to have that company, then I have to get my iPostal One account, which is my virtual postal mail account. And then I'm gonna do the phone number. I'm gonna do the phone number. Yes, yeah. So I'm trying to get like you and get me. Well, I have an assistant that I work with, so I have that. But outside of that, that's pretty much it. Um, Let me see if old girl put out something else because she was so funny because we was talking about EJ last week. Let me see if she put out anything else. Oh, that was my water notification. So let me drink some water. Mm. Okay, so let me see what you said. Okay. Have any questions about the business or starting a business or um let me see. How would I figure out how to reach out to you? I guess I could find you on your handle on YouTube. Let me see. Let me see. At June. 98, 60. Okay. So 98, 60. All right. So maybe I can just look you up. Let me see if I can try to. Oh, it's not even gonna let me do it because I'm not even logged in on this thing. I'm trying to see if the other girl has another um one that we were talking about last. Okay, so this week was about if you have your email so can send one. If you have your email so can send one. What? Yeah, because my email is a little bit complicated, and I can't type it on here. Um, but I know I put my email a lot in my um, videos. I do put that a lot in my videos, but can you explain a little bit more about what you mean? Because you said if you have your email, so can send one. Or are you saying you want me to verbally give you my email or? Okay. I don't think I can post anything on a live. I don't even think, see if I have a way to, mm-mm. I don't even see, let me, how do I want to do it? So, how do I want to do it? Okay, it's Syldadeal, the number one at gmail.com. Syldadeal, the number one at gmail.com. Syldadeal, the number one at gmail.com. Okay. Okay. You're welcome. Thank you. Um, so what type of business do you have? playing some music in my ear. So this week she's should I be replaying this step by step? Hey, I'm good. I'm good. How are you? Um, oh, okay. Independent financial contracting. So who? So what is that? Do you do taxes? Um, what do I do? I do contracts right now. I don't want to do contracts anymore. So I'm trying to roll over into business or having my own business and trying to roll over as far as my 9 to 5 into a correspondence analyst type job. That's what they have open right now. So that's what I'm going to be today. So that's what we're gonna do. Um and so and that's just taking correspondence from like if they get something from the White House, directing that to the right office for whatever question that they have that they need answered, getting that answer from that office and then relaying that back to the person who actually asked the question. So that's what we did. So what I was gonna do, oh, okay, you help them with learning financial systems. Okay. Okay. Does your email address start with the first 3 letters of your name? Just out of curiosity, I was trying to just kind of make sure I knew who was who and what was what type of thing. So I was gonna get into Lotto and 21 Savage, like them having their baby and all of that. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. So I will know it's you. Um, sounds good. Um, but what I am gonna get into is what the pastor talked about today. I was like, I can't release all this. Yeah, we are in a financial crisis. Somebody said we're in a financial crisis. We have a number of crises going on now. I guess that's a word. We have a number of them. I tell you. Um, I almost want to, because that's what the pastor talked about today was praise, and it's almost like I want to just start praising God because He said praise through music. I'm like, I want to try to get that rap back out, that same old rap that I've been rapping since 1994. Well, I wasn't rapping in 94, but pulling that right on back out and just rapping that, just to throw some praises up to God because whoo, we need it, But I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful for you guys being on here, and I'm thankful for all of you guys just being here every Sunday and we just come together and talk and laugh and just get it popping just for an hour. I get to connect with you guys, and it's just amazing. I look forward to it. I look forward to it. My husband, he wouldn't be caught dead doing something like this because I was like, well, why? Why you don't want to do this or be on camera? And he just was like, no, I don't want to do that, you know. So it's my thing, and that's okay. Um, what I want him, I think what would be so good for us is doing a podcast of talking about all the reality shows, doing the podcast, keeping up with our favorite reality shows and doing like different renditions from the reality show. Um, Meaning doing different renditions from the reality show, meaning the jokes and stuff that they do and what's going on and what was said and doing our impressions and our thoughts of what they're going through, because over here we do a lot of TLC, and of course TLC, that network channel, the full name of it is the Learning Channel. So here in America they're giving us My 600 Pound Life. There have been a lot of parodies on YouTube about My 600 Pound Life. SpaceX X. Woo, talking too fast. SpaceX activities, pay or not. That's what somebody mentioned. Hey, Elon Musk, you got to give it to the man. He is a businessman. Let's look up and see how much Elon Musk is worth today. Um, Elon Musk, Musk net worth. 1.1 trillion dollars, making him the world's first trillionaire. That is amazing. Ooh. Oh, track real time by blank index. Wow. And that is half of my business name, y'all. This is crazy. Oh my God. Every time I see that word, and I see it often, it reminds me of my business, of course, and what God has given to me as far as that name. Yes, I do see. I do see. I do see. He is the richest man in the world after the SpaceX IPO. My husband told me that I told him Elon Musk was a trillionaire. I was like, baby, I didn't. First of all, I didn't know that. How did I tell you that when I didn't know that? That's what he told me. I was just like, huh? Mm-mm. Mm-mm. His fortune is primarily paper wealth tied up in his companies and investments rather than cash. Okay, it's tied up in his investments. Okay. This wealth distribution consists largely of SpaceX holds the majority of his valuation following the company's stock market debut. Tesla, a major proportion, a major portion of his wealth is derived from his equity and exercisable stock options in the electric automaker. Other ventures includes multi-billion-dollar stakes in the Boring Company and Neuralink. Wow, this is deep. Okay, let's ask it. Say, how do I become a trillionaire? But this man said he slept in an office. He would sleep in an office and work like 20 some odd hours a day. Child, if half the time I was using on YouTube, and if I put that towards my business, y'all couldn't tell me nothing. Y'all couldn't tell me nothing. Listen, nah, baby. Uh-uh. Nope. Couldn't tell me a thing. No, no, no. How do you become a trillionaire? Oh, your connection got bad. Okay. So we was talking about Elon Musk and somebody asked about SpaceX. And Elon Musk is the first trillionaire. So he is the richest man in the world. And so I asked, what you call it, ChatGPT, how do you become a trillionaire? And to become a trillionaire, you must own massive equity in hyperscale companies that dominate foundational global industries. Mm, that's a loaded sentence right there. That's a loaded sentence right there. And I think the biggest thing that stood out to me was global. It can't just be right here in Washington D.C., Maryland. You can. Don't get me wrong. You can become a multimillionaire by, being in your general area. But I feel like, you know, having that website and having that internet with that website, that's what's going to help you get to amass more money because anybody around the world can get to your website and get your information that you have to offer. Yes. Whew. That is dangerous. That's a wild amount of money. Oh gosh. True $1 trillion wealth is never built on salary. Uh-oh. That's talking to me. It requires creating or controlling monopolies in sectors like artificial intelligence, aerospace, energy, or robotics. Okay. Everything that's cutting edge. Everything that's cutting edge. So aerospace, of course, that goes back to SpaceX. Robotics, that's Tesla. And I think somebody said they had a robot cutting somebody's hair and a robot bringing out somebody's food in California. Build and hold massive corporate equity. Okay, so they broke it down. So number one, build and hold massive corporate equity. Number two, leverage institutional and venture capital. Three, create multi-industry conglomerates. Number four, dominate global infrastructure and commodities. Yep, it's gonna be a worldwide thing. It just can't be a here. But don't get me wrong. You can make money if your company is solely based just within your area. Build and hold massive corporate equity. You must found. You said just like that. Okay, I'm just looking because some of the messages were blocked, that so I couldn't see them for a reason, because it said the message was held for review. So somebody was saying something they shouldn't be saying. But anyways, you must found or early invest in companies that reach multi-trillion dollar market valuations while retaining a large ownership stake. Retain ownership. That's why Oprah Winfrey called her network own Oprah Winfrey Network, because she owns it. And that's the way to go. You have to own your stuff. You have to own your stuff. You do. And retain ownership. Keep a high percentage, 15 to 25% of your company shares through early funding rounds. Blockbuster industries. Focus on sectors with infinite scalability, such as autonomous infrastructure, asteroid mining, and quantum computing. Wow, this is deep, y'all. This is deep. Compound growth. That means racks on racks on racks, racks on racks on racks. You got to have that growth compound over a number of years. You can't be in there just for 1 year and try to pull out. You got to hold on to that thing. Hold on to it. Allow your equity to grow exponentially without selling off large blocks of stocks early on. Leverage institutional and venture capital. You cannot build a $1 trillion empire using only your own money. You must use other people's capital to scale. So that's where Shark Tank comes into play. That's where Shark Tank comes into play. Venture funding, raising billions from global venture funds to accelerate growth ahead of your competitors. Public markets, IPOs. Take your companies public on major stock exchanges like the New York Stock Exchange to exponentially increase market valuation. Okay. Strategic reinvestment. So you just can't take your money and then just spend, 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 spend. Spend, 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 spend. You got to reinvest the money to make more money. That's basically what it's going to tell you. You know, you can't just pull it out and buy your mama a house, your grandmama a house, your sister a house. You got to sit on that thing and keep pulling the money back into your business so it can grow. Strategic reinvestment. Use the soaring value of your public stock as collateral to take out low interest loans, funding your next massive venture without triggering capital gains taxes. Ooh. So, oh, they're telling you do a low interest loan. Okay. 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 I didn't think it was gonna say that to get your next business, jump your next business off. Okay. So I was saying, reinvest it back into your business, but they're saying start something completely new. Um, Create multi-industry conglomerate. Who's this texting me? Create multi-industry conglomerates. Most historical wealth surges come from dominating multiple interconnected industries simultaneously. Vertical integration. I think what they're going to say about vertical integration is keeping things that are similar together. Like they said, artificial intelligence, robotics, aerospace, all those things are connected because they're technology. So keeping it along those lines. Control your entire supply chain from raw materials to final consumer delivery. Okay, so no, I was wrong. So let me reread it so we all know what it's saying. Create multi-industry conglomerates. Most historical wealth surges come from dominating multiple interconnected industries simultaneously. Vertical integration, control your entire supply chain from raw materials to final consumer delivery. So that means ownership. That's that's ownership. You controlling everything from the farmland that you grow the corn on all the way up until the corn is in the can and everything in between. You have your own factory. You doing your own thing. Cross company ecosystems. Link your businesses together so that success of one company, aerospace, for example, directly drives the value of another one. Satellite communications or AI. Just what I said. Just what I said. So it's that was the part that is called, having them relate to one another. Um, having it all be in that whole technology ecosystem. That's what they're saying. Dominate global infrastructure and commodities. Here's that word again, global. You know, global. That's how you become a trillionaire. But I think the thing that they're leaving out is how to become a trillionaire God's way. None of this is none of this is possible if God didn't give Elon Musk the eyes to read, the ears to hear, the mind to become this businessman that he is. It's still global, is the word, multi industry, that's plural. All of this stuff is plural. That was number three. Create multi industry conglomerates, leverage institutional and venture capital, build and hold massive corporate equity. True generational wealth on a $1 trillion scale requires controlling resources that the entire world depends on daily. And that's what Elon Musk has done. That's why he's the first trillionaire. He has controlled resources that the entire world depends on daily, and that's electronics, laptops, computers, phones, all this AI, artificial intelligence. He's on the cusp of that. And we're using that stuff daily. And these things have replicated and had spun off little children, little gremlins, so to speak, which is, and what I mean by that is Chat GPT, Claude, that is Copilot, Gemini, Perplexity. All of these things are things that we use daily. And that's what you have to dominate globally with that. It's a technology infrastructure that he's created. Future commodities, secure a monopoly on essential future resources like rare earth minerals, next generation energy grids, or global data pipelines. Ooh, woo, that thing right there is deep. It's like becoming a Pepco type of thing or a Dominion Energy, the people that you have to pay your electric bill to. Okay, it's 5 o'clock. Platform monopolies. Build the foundational software or hardware operating systems that all other global businesses are forced to use. Ooh, come on, somebody. Build something that other people are forced to use. If you're looking to map out wealth building strategies, let me know. And this is all coming from ChatGPT. I asked ChatGPT, how do you become a trillionaire? And if you are looking to map out your wealth building strategy, let me know. What industry or sector are you currently working in or building a business around? What is your current experience level with investing or corporate fundraising? Do you want to focus on long-term stock investing or founding a startup? This is good stuff. Oh, okay, 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 okay. They giving me something good here. They hit me with that. How does God help me to become a trillionaire? God does not give out bank accounts, but provides the internal mindset, ethical framework, and creative ideas needed to build wealth. From spiritual to theological perspective, divine assistance in building extreme wealth focuses on purpose, stewardship, and service to humanity rather than material greed. If you're looking for divine alignment to build emissive wealth, you must shift your focus towards following spiritual and practical principles. Identify your divine assignment. True wealth creators often solve massive global problems that improve human life. Again, global. Yeah, this is Chat GPT. This is Chat GPT. Global. It's got to be an international thing. It's got to be a multi-industry thing. It's got to be big. Um, Solve global pain. Ask for the vision to see a massive world problem, disease, energy scarcity, or poverty, and the unique skills to fix it. Activate spiritual gifts. Focus on sharpening your natural talents. Mine is speaking and explaining things. Praise God. And music, rapping. I'm just a different type of Christian, and that's okay. Everybody has their gifts, but let me hurry. Which many traditions view as divinely given tools meant to be multiplied. Practice radical stewardship. In spiritual terms, you do not own wealth, you manage it on the behalf of, they said, a higher power. We're going to say Jesus Christ. We're going to say Jesus Christ. Um, Manage small resources. Prove you can handle small amounts of money with absolute integrity before expecting billions or trillions. Now, that's what I got to work on. Managing the small. Because right now, compared to Elon Musk, I'm like this. Wait a minute. Did y'all see this little piece of paper right there? We're gonna tear that in half. Small. We're gonna do that little piece. We're gonna knock the other piece of paper off. We just gonna tear it one more time, and then we got to get back into these principles because y'all got to go cook my husband dinner. Woo, well, we can't tear it no more. And then here go a piece of chip, and this piece of chip is too small, too big. Okay, align intentions. Ensure your desire for wealth is rooted in philanthropy, advancing human progress, and helping others rather than personal vanity. Okay. All right. Align intentions. Ensure your desire for wealth is rooted in philanthropy, advancing human progress, and helping others rather than personal vanity. Seek wisdom over currency. This is saying this is how God. I said, how does God help me become a trillionaire? And these are the steps that ChatGPT is telling me to do. Seek wisdom over currency. Historical spiritual texts such as the book of Proverbs, explicitly state that wisdom is worth far more than gold, as wisdom is the tool that creates sustainable wealth. Amen, somebody? Because he gives you the ability to get wealth. Mm, 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 mm. Right discernment. Pray or meditate for the judgment needed to spot opportunities, avoid castratic. Ooh, ooh, catastrophic risks, and pick the right partners. Pick the right partners. Request discernment. That's in prayer. Pray or meditate for the judgment needed to spot opportunities, avoid catastrophic risks, and pick the right partners. Cultivate resilience. Sometimes things are not going to work out. The business may initially, quote unquote, fail. But Kentucky Fried Chicken, that man tried his recipe, I don't know, 99 times. And then finally somebody said, yes, we're going to take on your recipe and multiply it across the world, really. Cultivate resilience. Rely on your faith to build the mental fortitude required to survive the massive failures and betrayals that come with high level business. Number 4, honor universal laws of harvest. Ooh, seed, time, and harvest. You got to plant. You got to plant that thing. You got to plant. You got to water that thing. You got to water it. You can't dig it up when you just a few days, a few months have gone by and you haven't seen anything. You gotta leave that thing in the ground. Seed, time, and harvest. And then over time, you'll reap a harvest. Once you're doing the work. Now, I'm not saying you gotta be like Elon Musk. I'm not saying you gotta be like Elon Musk. Elon Musk sat in the office for 24 hours, excuse me. Yeah, 24 hours a day and worked, I think he said 20 and slept for an hour. I mean, if that's what you want to do, spiritual and physical laws are intertwined when it comes to financial growth. Sow capital generously. The law of sowing and reaping dictates that you must give value, capital, time, effort to the world to receive value back. Commit to daily labor. Divine favor requires human action. Ideas must be paired with relentless strategic execution. If you want to align your career or business plan with these principles, let me know. What global problem do you deeply feel called or uniquely qualified to solve? Are you trying to find business ideas that match your personal strengths and values? Do you want to study historical examples of wealthy philanthropists who use their fortunes for humanitarian goods? Well, I am trying to solve unemployment. That's a global problem. Global, global. Okay. How can me helping people find jobs help me to become a millionaire? How can me helping people find jobs help me become a millionaire? Hmm. Any workout advice? Oh my gosh. Um, let's see. I gotta get back on my stretches. I gotta get back on my stretches. I gotta get back on my stretches. I have to tell you. To be honest. So yeah, it is. It is. It is. I tell you. But it is 5:14 p.m. I'm 14 minutes over. I just got too excited about this business stuff. As you can see, I'm a business type person. I love business. I love talking about, entrepreneurship, even though I didn't come from that. Both of my parents, they're federal employees. And so they had a worker's mentality, but that's okay. It brought me to where I am today, which is blessed. And yeah, so I will talk to y'all later next Sunday at 4. Bye.